The candidates for the Bachelor of Business Administration degree from the Tippie College of Business have gathered to celebrate commencement. All are in their places. These proceedings are hereby called to order. You may be seated. It's my distinct pleasure to introduce the Dean of the Tippie College of Business and Professor of Management and Entrepreneurship, Dr. Amy Christoph Brown.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Tippie College of Business and the University of Iowa, I welcome all of you, graduating seniors, family members, friends, faculty, and staff of the college, to this commencement in this beautiful space, Hancher Auditorium. All of us here are proud of our university, our college, and especially today of our graduates. This commencement allows us to honor their accomplishments. We come together to celebrate and reflect upon an important milestone in the lives of these students, the completion of their undergraduate education. Today, many emotions fill this auditorium. For our graduates, these emotions range from the excitement and anticipation of our celebration to the uncertainty and apprehension about the future. For parents or spouses, the range of emotions include pride, certainly, and in some cases, I suspect, may also include a profound sense of financial relief. Before proceeding further, I would like to introduce the faculty and invited guests joining us today to honor our graduates as they earn their degrees. Please stand when I introduce you. Joining me on the platform today, we have Tom Walsh, Associate Professor of Practice and Director of Undergraduate Studies in Marketing. Brent Pritchard, Lecturer, Undergraduate Program in Finance. Ravi Patel, President of Hawkeye Hotels. Ken Brown, Tippie Children Professor of Management in the Department of Management and Entrepreneurship. Barbara Wilson, President, University of Iowa. Charles Keene, Associate Dean, Undergraduate Program and Professor of Instruction in Marketing. Lisa Ducek, Associate Professor of Instruction in Accounting and Director of the Undergraduate Studies in Accounting. Christina Bigsby, Lecturer, Undergraduate Program in Business Analytics. Alexandra Nika, Associate Professor of Instruction and Director of the Undergraduate Studies in Economics. Tippie faculty and staff serving as marshals are John Garfinkel, Henry B. Tippie Research Professor of Finance, and Barry Thomas, Senior Associate Dean, and Gary Fethke, Research Professor of Business Analytics. Thank you all for joining us today. I would also like to give special thanks and recognition to the members of the Iowa Brass Quintet. On trumpets, Professor Michael Gauss and Kaylin Laundrie. On horn, Dr. Katie Ambrose. On trombone, Dr. Jonathan Allen. And on tuba, John Reyna. All of today's proceedings will be interpreted by Hands Up Communications. And it is now my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, Ravi Patel. Ravi Patel is the president of Hawkeye Hotels, the largest privately owned hotel company in the country, employing over 3,000 associates. Patel has overseen the development of over 100 new construction and acquisition projects, with total transaction volume exceeding $2.5 billion. Leading Hawkeye Hotels to become a fully vertically integrated hospitality firm with expertise in management, development, and acquisitions. In addition to the hotel industry, Patel is an investor and political activist. He is the founder of Built by Iowa, a private equity firm that has invested in over 25 early-stage Iowa-based companies. Patel was formerly a candidate for the U.S. Congress, breaking numerous Iowa fundraising records that remain to this day. He has remained deeply involved in his community through charitable foundations and his involvement on numerous boards. His current board service includes Iowa Venture Capital Association Board, the JPEC Alumni Board, West Bank Board, American Hotel and Lodging Association Board, and Hilton Advisory Board. Patel is also a visiting lecturer for the University of Iowa and Georgetown University. Patel is a regular speaker at industry conferences and has been named to the Corridor Business Journal's and Hotel Business's 40 Under 40 and Most Influential People lists. Just this year, Hawkeye Hotels received the Developer of the Year award from both Hilton Worldwide and Marriott International, an honor given to the most productive and innovative development company in the world for their respective brand families. Ravi graduated from the University of Iowa with degrees in business management and entrepreneurship from the Tippie College of Business. He now lives in Iowa City with his wife Jessica and 2 children, Rishi and Gia. Please welcome Ravi Patel.
Thank you very much for that very kind introduction. A friend of mine who spent some time at a private college told me at the beginning of every school year, one of the Jesuit priests addresses the incoming class with a rather provocative message. It goes something like this. There's a very good chance that everyone here today will achieve the traditional notion of success. In due time, you will lead companies, you will lead communities, and the fortunes you amass will give you incredible influence. The point of this education is to teach you how to use it wisely. Today, we'll try to understand the point of our time here. To the faculty and staff assembled, to the organizers of this event, to Dean Christoph Brown, friend of mine, friend to many, and one of the best advocates for our students around, thank you all. And of course, thank you to the students. We're all here because of you, to showcase your achievements, and of course, to give you a reason to dress up real nice before you hit the bars tonight. You deserve it. You came to Tippie to learn the technical skills needed to be successful in the business world. The road ahead will not always be easy, but it will be rewarding. And if you embrace the unpredictable nature of life, you'll find yourself enjoying every minute of the journey. I'm joined today by my wife, Jessica. You are my best friend and confidant. I am grateful for all that you mean to me and our family. My 3-year-old son, Rishi, is here today as well. My son, you've brought me new purpose and brightness to my life. Dream big, my boy. You'll become what you believe. And the tiger parent in me hopes what you believe is you want to get a medical, law, or business degree. Preferably 2 out of the 3, but hey, for now, let's just support your Hot Wheels obsession. I'm also joined by my parents, my father, Balwant Patel. Thank you for allowing me to make the mistakes I needed in order to become the man that I am today. And finally, my mother and #1 hype woman, Anjana Patel. As President Lincoln famously said, all that I am or ever hope to be, I owe to my mother. You learned a bit about my life during the Dean's introduction, but I think we all know biographies and introductions usually only talk about high achievement, which is nice. It feels good to hear about how cool you are from someone else. What biographies don't capture is the process, the journey. Success only happens when you string together enough good decisions. It sounds easy, but we all know that's not the case. Defeat can come swiftly, and it doesn't take a whole lot of bad decisions to get there. The decisions we make, the good and the bad, equal the sum of our lives. I'd be remiss if I focused solely on my decisions without first telling you a bit about the decisions of my parents. I'm the proud son of 2 immigrants from India. They came to this country with their hopes and dreams and not much else. They chased the idea of a better life, not for themselves, but for their family. My parents put all the money they could scrape together from friends and family into a broken-down motel in the quaint town of Mena, Arkansas. This is where my sister and I were born. My parents had zero knowledge of the hotel industry, zero knowledge of capitalist America, and even less knowledge of the racial dynamics they would face as two brown immigrants with broken English in the heart of the American South. My father would often get phone calls from disgruntled locals threatening to burn down the hotel that he put his life savings into because we were towel heads, or worse. Before hanging up the phone, in his gentle manner, he would tell them, "Get in line with the rest of them. I will be here at my hotel." Nonetheless, my parents persevered. My father worked as many paper routes as they'd give him in the morning, and my mother got a fast food job to cover any losses from the hotel. As you might imagine, my family worked around the clock, which meant my siblings and I spent a lot of time looking after ourselves and each other. We were often also cared for by guests who were on extended stay at the hotel. I vividly remember an older woman named Bogus who looked after me. She loved our family, and me in particular. Since we were among the first minority families in Mena, residents there had virtually no concept of India. Nonetheless, Bogus assumed all I might want to eat is rice, so that's what she fed me every single day. We didn't live the glamorous life in Mena, but we lived in the light of my parents' dream. As the years went on, we went from one hotel to another, Mena, Arkansas, to Hannibal, Missouri, to Burlington, Iowa. One small motel turned into a few, and we began to master the fundamentals. Now, I won't stand up here and extol the virtues of hard work and persistence, although they are important. I don't want to give you a list of secrets to success because there are 100 books that will sell you that. Instead, I'll share with you what I've learned during my short time on this earth. And hopefully, we'll get closer to understanding that internal question of why. What's the point of it all? I'm an Indian guy from a vegetarian family who loves the burgers from George's. When I'm not speaking at industry conferences or crunching numbers, you might find me at Burning Man or an eco-village in the rainforest. I'm married to an opera singer, and I'm a sucker for a good sake. All of these things and more make me Ravi Patel. I'm more than a hotelier. I'm more than an angel investor. I'm just a person trying to figure out this life just like the rest of you. There are CEOs I admire, ones I look up to. Surely we all have something to learn from the great titans of business. There are methods and behaviors we could emulate, but the greatest threat to living an interesting life is when you go from carefully studying behavior to modifying your own. Not because you want to mimic successful habits, but because you are trying to be somebody else. I don't want to be Zuckerberg and steal your data, but I do want to create social change. I don't want to be Musk and land rockets on drone ships in the ocean, but I do want to find applications to advance humanity. To be your most authentic self in a world that's constantly trying to make you just like everyone else is an accomplishment. People are interesting because they are different. I tend to think I'm a little different too. At the ripe age of 29, growing increasingly frustrated with the state of our politics, I decided I wanted to get involved. I did what any self-respecting millennial would do. I ran for Congress. We were the improbable underdog, a group of young idealists that believed our government could not only be a vehicle for good, but one for innovation as well. Our scrappy team ended up attracting talent from across the country, folks willing to move to Iowa to work for a young brown dude everybody counted out. Nonetheless, we persisted. We kept our heads down, we worked hard, and in a few short months, our campaign broke fundraising records. We drew support from people across the nation who believed in our message and vision. The establishment was shocked. Our movement was receiving coverage from around the world. People were excited. People were energized. We were the promise of a new kind of politic. So what happened? As I moved through the process, one thing became really clear. The business of politics in some ways is murkier than anything I'd ever been a part of. It's one of those things you must accept if you want to play. The pundits and operatives told us we had enough money to vanquish our opponents. In the end, I realized that even though we could, it didn't mean we should. This was one of the strongest tests of my own authenticity. I was not willing to trade in my values, my core principles, or my life for a title. This is a decision some people will never fully understand, but I needed to be me. Seen as a failure to some, it was an experience that drove me to be a better executive, a better person, and a better partner. Those Jesuit priests at Georgetown were on to something. Their theological tradition teaches them that there's more to life than riches and power. Now, this doesn't mean material success is a bad thing. It means that our definition of success should also include a full development of the soul. It must include passion. It must include kindness and charity. It should mean that our lives are anchored to what matters most: authentic, meaningful relationships with friends, family, and loved ones. This is not only what gets me through the tough times, but it turns out surrounding yourself with the right people can also get you to the next level. As our company began to grow, I knew we needed to onboard professionals who understood our model, but more importantly, who understood our values. We work hard, we play hard, and we behave like one big family. Thanks in part to my mother, who's always looking for an occasion to bring Indian snacks and tea to the office. So much so, one of our company mottos has become food and family. My closest friends come from all walks of life: filmmakers, politicos, entrepreneurs, novelists, and more. It's important to have diversity in your life, as it will add to the fabric and richness of your character. We all challenge each other, and we work hard for one another. Together, we've gone on spiritual journeys, we've built businesses, we've sold businesses. We've had complete meltdowns, we've stood at each other's weddings, but most importantly, we've been there for each other through it all. And let me tell you, when life gets tough, and it will, you might just find the best way to get back on your feet is through the helping hand of a friend. It's the relationships you build that mean everything: wise minds for guidance, friends to lean on, and a partner to create memories with. My good friend and UI professor, Dave Gould, once told me, having the right people in your life will make your sorrow half as painful and joy twice as great. I can tell you from experiences his words are true. So there you have it. This is about as close as I've come to understanding the meaning of it all. We are all we've got, this human race. This is about doing our best and forming meaningful relationships. In the end, that's all we'll care about: the people around us, the children we've raised, and the folks whose lives we've touched. And on that note, I want to thank all of my former professors, some of who are here today, that undoubtedly helped shape my life. And I look at you, Ken. So do well in life to give yourself opportunity, the opportunity to pursue your passion, to build a life that you will be proud of. The only person you answer to is you. My deepest hope for you is when you look at the end of the life you've lived and you compare it to the life you could have lived, that it is one. And because we all love a good summary and we're very close to Christmas time, I'll put a little bow on this speech and I'll wrap it up to you in this final statement. Cultivate meaningful relationships. Be unapologetically, authentically yourself. Seek out the unknown and people who are not like you. Explore this world and all of its wonder. Take risks. Break at least some of the rules. You'll have more fun. Save more than you spend, but splurge on good food. Trust yourself. Love yourself. Be kind to people, and do your best to leave this world just a little bit better than you found it. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ravi, for your inspiring remarks. The business world expects great things from Tippie graduates, and from what I know of them, our graduates have what it takes to meet and exceed those expectations. It is my pleasure to introduce today's student speaker, Eric Cicedo. Eric is from Chicago, Illinois, and is graduating with a BBA in both finance and accounting. During his time at Tippie, Eric was a mentor for BizEdge, VP of Networking for Beta Alpha Psi, a member of the Investment Banking Club. He participated in the On Iowa program and founded the Association of Latin Professionals for America at Iowa. After graduation, Eric will begin his career as an associate at the Canadian Bank of Imperial Commerce in the company's Chicago office. Eric?
Thank you, Dean Keene. President Wilson, Dean Christoph Brown, faculty and staff, students and parents, family, friends, and distinguished guests. Good afternoon and congratulations to the class of 2022. It is an honor to be able to speak in front of my peers who share the same journey to graduation. We all come from diverse backgrounds, but all of us have persevered through the difficulties, and we will be walking out as alumni. I would like to thank my parents who immigrated to the United States from small pueblos en Michoacán y en Durango para darme la oportunidad. My mom's pueblo waited 3 years for rain. This year, it rained. From that rain, animals were fed and grass flourished. This year, it also rained for me as my dreams were fed. When I transferred from a community college, I feared that I would not succeed. But I embarked on this journey because when I was 12 years old, I promised myself I would graduate from here to set an example for my future children. I made that promise in the back of my mom's van, looking at students walk to class. We all came from different backgrounds, but all of us have kept the promises that we made to ourselves upon arriving at the University of Iowa. I do not know every promise my peers made, but I do know some. Some of us promised to get accepted into the School of Business. Some of us promised to show the world that we are more than the stereotypes of our culture. And some of us promised to not let our parents' efforts go to waste and make it to graduation. I stand before all my peers as a symbol of resilience. Life's challenges are not stronger than you. My journey at Iowa was not a traditional 4-year journey. I am not a legacy. I did not graduate in 4 years. Only 22% of students at Iowa are transfer students, and only 14% of Tippie students are first generation. The odds may have been against me, but like my peers, I persevered. I am a first-generation student who, like many of you, navigated college on his own. I transferred to Iowa in fall 2020, a challenging time for all of us. Walking around with face masks in the middle of a global pandemic, we were not able to see many people's faces. We persevered. We all experienced headwinds. My first semester at Iowa, I was suffering from depression. I only shared that with student health services, an experience many of us have faced during the pandemic. I had COVID on my birthday in 2020, and it seemed I would never overcome Zoom University. I had to petition for entry into the accounting program because I didn't meet the GPA requirement. During the pandemic, we all confronted challenges in commuting, working long hours, and prolonged separation from family. Everyone wanted a degree badly enough to persevere. I did not transfer to the University of Iowa seeking a second family. I wanted a degree. Today, I am receiving 2 degrees and saying see you later to my second family. The second family, for me, is BizEdge. For finance students, that might be Hawkinson. Beta Alpha Psi for accounting students, Alpha Kappa Psi for some, or women in business for others. What BizEdge provided me was a set of individuals who shared the same ideas, experiences, and upbringings. A special thank you to Gabriela Rivera, who through BizEdge and personal guidance provided me a haven from my challenges in and outside of the University of Iowa. As a graduating class, during our struggles, faculty like Todd Hogue, Kay Hegarty, Amy McDonald, Nancy Abram, and Kathy Zaharis helped guide our path. Each of us had someone who made a difference. I encourage you all to take a moment and think about the community that became your second family. And if you didn't have that sense of family here, what you take pride in may be rigor, grit, and academic excellence. The University of Iowa sets this expectation, and Tippie students regularly bring this to life in their work. Tippie pushes us to succeed and build community among the majors. No one graduating today thinks, I should have worked less hard. We persevere through the personal and academic obstacles. This day is about saying thank you. Thank you to those who embraced us during our struggles and set the example for giving back without expecting something in return. We all walked in as students, but we'll be walking out as alumni of this great institution. Our accomplishments here will carry through to the successful careers that await us. Some of us founded organizations, joined organizations, received Dean's List and President's List awards, mentored and were mentored. And some of us had more challenges academically than others. Don't count out any graduates of Tippie. Tippie has provided the world with leaders that change this world. Henry B. Tippie himself was a finance pioneer in the 1970s, and Tippie graduates have been doing that since. Congratulations to the persevering graduates, and a special shout out to the loved ones who supported us along the way, even when we didn't know our next step. Today marks the end of our journey together, but I challenge you to use the principles that this university has taught us to change the world, not only with your intellectual ability, but with your sincerity, gratitude, and perseverance. Find a community in which you can be your true self and never stop investing in those around you. We often forget that success does not equate to a title or salary, but rather to the impact we have on others. Be grateful for the gift that others have given you and pass that along to those who come after you. Thank you, and go Hawks!
Thank you, Eric. Your perseverance is an inspiration to all of us. The Tippie College of Business awards degrees with highest distinction to students in the highest 2% of the graduating class, with high distinction to students in the next highest 3%, and with distinction to students in the next highest 5%. Distinction is designated by gold stars worn on the left sleeve of the graduation gown. As I call each group of students, please rise to be recognized. Audience, I ask that you hold your applause. Will those graduating with highest distinction please stand? Will those graduating with high distinction please stand? And will those graduating with distinction please stand? Please join me in congratulating these graduates. We would also like to recognize the students who are graduating with honors in their major and university honors. Will those graduating with honors please stand? Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Membership in Beta Gamma Sigma is the highest recognition a business student can earn. To be eligible for membership, students' individual academic ranking must place them in the upper 10% of the junior class or in the upper 10% of the senior class. Would students graduating as members of Beta Gamma Sigma please stand? Congratulations. And finally, we also recognize students who undertook multiple hands-on learning experiences through our Tippie Rise program. Those students are named in the Commencement program.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration please rise? I was hoping they were here. President Wilson, these candidates have completed all of the requirements for the degree, Bachelor of Business Administration, and are recommended to you by the faculty of the Tippie College of Business for the conferring of this degree.
Thank you, Dean Christoph Brown. On recommendation of the faculty of the Tippie College of Business, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, I confer on each of you the degree Bachelor of Business Administration as qualified and designated. Congratulations.
Will the graduates please be seated? Charles Keene, Associate Dean of the Undergraduate Program, will now recognize the graduates individually. And will the marshals please begin leading the graduates forward to be recognized?
Sagar Patel. Manasa Opalapu. Madison Bellardo. Kadam Mohammed Al-Kalani. Colin Joseph Cragen. Devin Kennedy. Sullivan Wayne Hartsook. Benjamin Gilbertson, with distinction. Adam Magnetti. There's some family here. Tyler Michael Concelati. Zoe Jane Paulinski. Ashley Nicole Musser. Isaac McSorley. Devkashan Thakur. Albara Mohammed Khalil. Kevin Gauman. Mohammed Mubarak Abdallah. Eric Sacedo. Trevor Michael Sherry. Andrew Joseph Kapasinkis with University Honors and Highest Distinction. Mitchell J. Arvidsson with Distinction. Jerome Mays with Highest Distinction. Isabella Ray Steele. Lauren Elizabeth Vasky with High Distinction. Hannah Ashley Zapata with Distinction. Bennett Ryan Puglisi. Ryan Delaria. Andrew Thomas Barrett. Mason James Ullinger. Keaton Murphy. Nicholas James Stanton. Hayden Michael Ostwinkle. Blake Joseph Stoughton with Distinction. Spencer Wakeland. Drew Michael Bellavow. Noah Andrew Tompkins. Adam Douglas Hageland. Ava Gaumeshi Paris. Shaylee Pregnish Patel. Morgan Powell. Isabel Caroline Martinez. Baba Sacy. Mitchell McAllister. Dimitri Wolf Brecky. Caitlin Marie Lindquist. And Angelica Salgado. Noah Tarantello. Andrew Thomas Gippert. Daniel Lee Morgan with Distinction. Benjamin David Blaha. Taryn Nelson. Aaron Walter Russell. Jack Henry Berner. Anthony Fuentes. Penny Zahn. Jason Jinshu Shang. Zhao Hunju with Distinction. Jack Warren Johansson. Hello, Lauren. Congratulations. Lauren Elizabeth Belkin. Riley May Mim. Natalie in Nordlow. Kylie Joe Bashton. Alyssa Marie Roble. Shelby Lynn Moore. Ashley Dawn Sunner. Caitlin Marie Faber. Janaea Marshall. Hannah Alexis McCreet. Parker Elizabeth Gorlett. Shayna Rose Vaisman. Brooke Elizabeth Folkers. Kaylee Lori Batani. Sylvia Battersby. Quinn Lacey Gordy. Greer Griffin. Macy Shuddy. Devin Fisher with high distinction. Jose Vega Jr. Luke Jefferson Warner with highest distinction. Ryan Sainer. Christian Michael Nicholson. Carter Joseph Funk. Emily Louise Hollub. Kennedy Lee Wendell. Sarah Levy. Chloe Levon Turcha. Nicholas Ellinger. Matthew Clark. Megan Elizabeth Chandler. Olivia Marie Maselli. Garrett William Hurt. John Joseph Odine. Jenna Nicole Wilkinson. Caitlin Marie Hart. Kennedy King. Rachel Lauren Hudson. Lydia K. Davidson. Annika Lee Lichty. Cassidy Renee Panther. Molly Catherine McCain. Lucas John McGee. Okay. Parker Strauss. Alexander Michael Smith. Hannah Marie Frankel. Carter Michael Simon. Jax Ryan Dormier. Kyle Roy Hanna. Garrett Lewis Williams. Grant Lewis Williams. Michael Bartelme with distinction. Garrett Hiley. Madeline Nicole Kickland. Abigail Schultz with highest distinction and university honors. Zeeling Lee. John Carter Madden. Benson Billin with distinction. Diego Ortiz with distinction. Megan Elizabeth Roach. Cameron Ann Drury. Peyton Taylor Brady with high distinction. Carolyn Brianna Mann. Haley Janet Hannon. Samantha Elizabeth Pribel. Ryan Ripke. Keegan Kurt Sotelo. Joshua Alex Orth. Alec Michael Heinrich. Ryan Anthony O'Keefe. Michael Paul Bachu. Elkin Artorio Meja. Aiden August Flack with high distinction. Tian Yin Zhang. Yuan Li. Xiao Lu. Suhin Chen. Heyao Sun with high distinction. Ihan Kui. Shanbo Gu. Jacob Rode with distinction. Michael Henry Tautenberg. Eric James Klein with distinction. Ronnie Kaniali. Sam Merrill. Nolan Lawrence Luke Beckman. John Michael Wagoner. Brock D. Heilers. Andrew John Martin. Cade Hennigan with highest distinction. Omar Acuna. Danielle Renee Jaworski. Jin Yoke. Sangsu Na. Connor Foley. Dylan Robert Chambers. Benjamin Philip Cook. Reagan Christopher Moran. Benjamin James Keister with highest distinction, University Honors, Honors in Finance. Anthony Gerard Mullen with high distinction. Daniel Zasbo. Braden Dahlstrom. Alex David Irwin. Joseph Eric Fordisi with distinction. Zachary Combs. Nicholas William Varvelis De Hasi. De Jesus. Grant Ellison. Yargis Steryinis. David Evans Holt with University Honors. Matthew Copeman. Daniel Bailey. Joseph Francis Finnegan.
I'm going to turn this over to Associate Dean Keene, but I first want to do a round of congratulations to all of our graduates.
The turning of the tassel is a traditional gesture by which students signify passage from degree candidate to graduate. Will each of you now mark your new status by turning the tassel of your cap from the right side to the left side? Members of the faculty, President Wilson, Dean Christoph Brown, I present to you the Tippie College Business Class of 2022. We congratulate you all.
We are so proud of the Tippie College's class of 2022. For those of you in the audience, we feel your pride as well, but you also should be proud of what you have done to help them accomplish their goals. Your guidance, understanding, and compassion, your confidence in their abilities, and your love and support have been critical to their success. For what you have done to help these graduates, they thank you. Graduates, today marks a personal milestone in your lives. You have received a degree from the University of Iowa's Henry B. Tippie College of Business. You've worked hard toward this goal, and you faced many challenges along the way, made discoveries about yourself and others, and grew into leaders who made a difference in our communities. Tomorrow is a new start for you as college graduates. You have sacrificed much and worked toward a meaningful goal. You have earned the right to rest and rejuvenate, but also the privilege to go and do great things in this world. With every action you take, pursue excellence with urgency to make business, your community, and your relationships with others be strengthened and create something meaningful. Henry Tippie has done this for all of us here today, and I encourage you, starting tomorrow, to find ways to make your positive impact in the world. We hope that in the years to come, you will fondly remember your time at the Tippie College. Please stay engaged with us through our alumni events, through the Tippie YouTube channel, where you can find alumni panels with industry insights and insights from some of your favorite Tippie faculty professors. Your continued engagement with us as alumni through time, talent, and treasure will help keep this college great, in the same way that alumni have supported you while you were here. Congratulations and the best of luck to you in the future. We now conclude today's commencement ceremony, and I ask that everyone remain seated for the recessional. The platform party will exit first, followed by the graduates. Then you can meet the graduates outside in the lobby and continue your celebration. Thank you all for being here today and for being part of the Tippie College of Business.
Well done.
Thank you, Dean Christoph Brown. And now we will conclude today's commencement ceremony. I ask that everyone please remain seated for the recessional. The platform party will exit first, followed by the graduates.